Women don't like being treated badly. What they like is sincerity and confidence. That's why they sometimes end up with womanizers and maybe even cynical guys. In fact, in this book known as The Nolan Technique, the author explains that women like competition. He says himself that he hasn't been single for several years because he applies principles of classical and operant conditioning and marketing. In the animal kingdom, the alpha stands out from the rest by some specific aspect. He has to be the best at what he's supposed to be best at within his species. For example, the silverback stands out from the rest by his coat and his strength, by his ability to protect his offspring and his family. In the human world, we don't always have to be the strongest physically, but we do have to be the best at what we do. Even if you have a job that's not so prestigious, let's put it that way, if you're the best, you're always going to catch women's attention. But nice guys go unnoticed. Because being a nice guy isn't exactly being a nice guy, since giving to receive isn't giving, it's asking. Often what we ask for when we have a codependent relationship with someone else is attention, for them to fill our emotional voids, the same voids that we ourselves are unable to fill on our own. Needless to say, this isn't being the best, right? On the other hand, having options encourages competition. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be promiscuous or that you have to be unfaithful, just having emotional options even. That's why, again, I always recommend that you build genuine connections with the opposite sex. That you don't sexualize women, that you treat them like the human beings they are. When I was a security guard, I